this year. Time is going by so quickly, but I am happy to be here on the mat this morning. I'm going to do a 15-minute morning yoga flow with following Charlie Follows. I guess it just would be a good flow just to get warmed up and ready to start the day. And warmed up is important because I think it's chilly outside in Texas. Probably not as chilly as it is in Chicago, but chilly nonetheless, which is why I am dressed the way that I am. One of my two long sleeve shirts that I have here. After I do my morning yoga, I'm going to go see if I can play some pickleball, try to get a walk in before I go and connect with family. I have to tell you, these past few days have been ultimately very wonderful. My older brother is in town, my younger sister is in town. Yesterday was her birthday, and we kind of spent the day together. Last night was so nice. You know, my father was discharged from the hospital and he went to a skilled nursing facility for rehab. And actually he was there after his last stroke that he had. So everybody knows him, and I was able to go there in advance of him getting there and kind of let them know what the situation was. Because he is technically terminal, and you know, he has a cancer that's stage 4 that cannot be treated. So although he is a strong man, his health is failing, and you know, I was thinking it's probably not gonna take him out in the next, you know, in days, and we've got some time. But doctor's like, you never know, you know, something can happen and it could just be a few days. So we are doing our best to celebrate our father, to give him his flowers while he lives, to take advantage of every second that we can have with him. And so it's just been really delightful to be in his presence with my siblings, really reminiscing about childhood and, you know, just what a loving home we always had and how much joy we had in our home. And it was just really wonderful. And although my father does have dementia that is advancing, it seems like when we come together and he's surrounded by his babies, he kind of snaps out of it a bit, and he is taking time, you know, kind of one-on-one with everybody, you know, saying how proud he is. And you know, like with my my little sister yesterday, it was so funny. It was her birthday, and you know, my dad is like, oh, and then there's Janae, my baby, and he's like, I can't remember what he said, but he was just like, I almost missed it, but at the last minute, I realized she has greatness. And that was something that she really needed to hear. You know, I have spoken to her in the past, and she was sharing some of the insecurities that she had kind of in her youth, or, you know, as a young adult. And you know, she was insecure, thinking everybody just thought she was a screw up and everything like that. And when a man that you really admire, that's very accomplished, and he is just awesome and great and loved and respected by everyone who's ever interacted with him, everybody who's ever worked with him. You know, to have him stop and tell you, you know, very directly that you're great and you're awesome, and you know, he's so proud of you, and you really made something of yourself, and you know, it's like, I don't know, it just, I'm sure it warmed her heart, and it was just wonderful to see. So there's just been a lot of that over the past couple days, and it's really nice. So if you like see my progression, whatever day it was, today's Saturday, so I guess it must have been on Wednesday maybe, that I got the news that my father's bladder cancer was in his bloodstream, so which makes it now stage 4, and I could see his decline, and so I was thinking, hey, we're gonna have to start looking at palliative care. And then the next day, the doctor comes over and tells me that yes, it is stage 4, it's metastasized in his abdomen. We really can't do anything to treat it, so we're recommending home hospice. And when I say, okay, so how long do you think we have? And she's like, you never know, it could be days. He could have a blood clot, and that could take him out. And so at first I was very weepy and sad, and spent a lot of time in prayer, and just crying and trusting in the Lord, and it was very emotional for my siblings as well. But the more time that we spend with him together and connect, the better it is. It's just so wonderful to be in his presence. Like I said, he transferred from the hospital yesterday to the skilled nursing facility, so I did go there in advance and share with the people that know him, because when I walked in, they're like, hey, what are you doing here? What's happened? And I just let him know what was going on, and that after he leaves there, we'll go home and do home hospice. And I just have to tell you, the warm reception that they gave him and how much love and care that they showed him yesterday was just amazing. It was so wonderful. God is so good. God places you where you need to be, and he places people around you, and he uses them to protect you and keep you safe, and to make you feel loved, and to give you what you need when you really need it. So it's just a wonderful thing to see. So although the potential of having to say goodbye is really difficult, I guess I'm loving every minute of the process and the time that we have together as a family. So so anyway, that's the story. And so I expect today is going to be a good day too. I am doing things like self-care, starting in the morning with prayer and Bible study and doing yoga, and I'm going to go and play pickleball and hopefully go for a walk and read a book, before I get back engaged with my dad today. And so that's nice. So please keep my family in your prayers, because like I said, it's a challenging time for all of us, but we shall make it through, and we appreciate all the love and all the prayers, and all the kind words that people share about my dad and the impact that he's had on their lives. And so it's really wonderful to be reminded of the legacy that he will leave us when he moves on. All right, let's get into this. Like I said, it's going to be a 15-minute morning yoga flow with Charlie Follows. I'm going to do my warm-up, which is a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. I'm laughing at myself because I just bought these pants, and I have big legs, and so I just never know. I've not exercised in these, so I don't know how much flexibility they have. I'm hoping I don't do something and rip or whatever. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I will go on. So let me start with this warm-up. It should take me no more than 3.5 minutes. This determines, depends on how long we will stay in these inversions, but then we will jump into the practice. Again, thanks for being with me. So if you want to join me, that would be great, because I think yoga is wonderful. Trust me when I tell you, it's really, really good for you. It's good for clearing your mind. It's good for, learning how to practice mindfulness, being in the moment, letting go of things that, clutter your mind and don't serve you. It's good for building strength. stability, mobility, flexibility, all of that. And so I'm 58 years old, and I'm really happy that I can do things like, a handstand and a back bend and um, a headstand and the splits and things like that. And it's great for injury prevention as well. So there's just so many benefits to it. If you're not one of those people, if you're one of those people that doesn't like to stretch, like you're very active, you like to hike and bike and just be outside and doing things, getting physical, but you're not really wanting to stretch, yoga is a great way to keep your body stretched and limber, and just to prep you before you go into something else. And so again, it's with injury prevention and pain relief as well. There's so much on YouTube, there's so many different yogis. And so if you are like, oh, my elbow hurts, or my wrist hurts, or my knees hurt, or my back hurts, or something, you can type in yoga for a sore back, yoga for feet, yoga for hands. There's something there that you can do that's modified for whatever it is that your individual needs are, and it really does help. I play a ton of pickleball, and pickleball can be very hard on your knees. And when I first started to play, my knees were hurting a lot, and I would do yoga. I would type of yoga for bad knees, and it would give me, or sore knees, and it would give me all type of exercises that I can do, just to help with the muscles around and the ligaments and everything. And so now I don't have those problems anymore. So it's really great. So try it out. Trust me. I've been doing this for 5 years, and my body has never felt better. I just very, very rarely do I have any aches and pains, and so it really is wonderful. So let me stop yakking and get to working here.
in and reach your arms up. As you do this, bring the right hand to catch hold of the left arm or left wrist and draw the left arm over to the right side. Finding a side body stretch, you can go gently here, just little by little, finding length down the left side of the body. Pause and hold for a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And then lift back up and we'll switch the hands. So now the left hand will catch hold of the right arm or wrist and then draw the arm over to the left side, finding a stretch down the right side of the body. Pause and hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And then slowly stand all the way back up. Relax your arms by your side. Then with an inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, just rolling away any tension that's built up whilst you've been asleep. A few more times. Inhale to lift the shoulders. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale. And final time, exhale. Good. Then clasp your hands together, interlace your fingers, roll out your wrists to warm them up. And you can be quite generous with your wrists here. Then shake out the hands completely and step through the short end of your mat, the front of your mat. Step the feet hips width. Relax the arms by your side. Getting ready for a few rounds of sun salutations. With an inhale, lift your arms, look up. As you exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, hands can come to thighs as you lift the chest halfway. Exhale, bend the knees as you bring the hands to the mat and step back to plank. Knees could come down if you're modifying. For now, focus on pushing the floor away, gaze down to relax the neck. Inhale. Again, knees can come down to lower through chaturanga, rocking forward, then bending the arms close to the side of the body to lower down to the belly with control. For our first back bend of today's practice, bring the forearms to the mat. Elbows are under the shoulders for a sphinx. Then press through the forearms, lift your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And we'll push back through tabletop, our hands in ease position. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and push back to downward dog. Don't worry about straightening the legs. The heels don't need to ground completely. Just focus on lengthening the spine as you take a deep breath in. And with your exhale out, look forward, take baby steps to walk the feet to the top of the mat. You can come up onto your fingertips if it makes this more accessible to step forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, hands can come to thighs for support. Exhale, fold forward. Then inhale, standing up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, relax your arms by your side, returning to Tadasana. That was one round. We'll take two more a little quicker now. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Knees could always come down. Exhale, chaturanga, slow and controlled. This time we'll move through to cobra, keeping the hands close to the ribs. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push back to downward dog in one movement this time. Pause and hold for a breath in, lift the hips high, lengthen the spine. Exhale, look forward. You could either step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand up, lift your arms, lift your gaze. find downward facing dog. And exhale to step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand up, lift your arms, lift your gaze. And exhale, relax your arms by your side. Good. Turn to face the side of the mat, stepping the feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. Then turn your feet out, bend your knees, sink the hips down, coming into goddess. Hands can rest on thighs, or you could bring hands to prayer, heart center. And we'll let the heat build for the next 5 breaths here. Focus your gaze on one spot, and come back to a deep breath. Final deep breath in here. With your exhale out, relax your arms, straighten your legs, turn your feet in so that they're parallel. Hands can come to the hip creases. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, open your chest. Exhale, hinge from where the hands are, just at the hips, as you fold forward. Knees could bend as you fold. Hands can stay where they are or come down to a set of blocks or the mat. 5 breaths here. With your next breath in, slowly stand all the way up. Turn to face the front of the mat and step forward. Relax your arms by your side, gaze ahead of you. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift the chest halfway. With your exhale, step the left foot back and turn out the foot, setting up for warrior 2. Then we'll the arms to come up. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms apart. Focus the gaze on the right middle finger. 3 deep breaths here. Then bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands together, and draw the hands down towards the base of the spine, puffing up the chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forwards on the inside of the right leg. Bow the head down, and the hands can either stay close to the back, or you can start to lift them up toward the sky. Pause and hold for 3 deep breaths. Slowly lift the chest back up, release the interlace of the fingers, turn to face forward, and bring the hands to the inside of the right foot, turning the back foot to face forward to find lizard. If you need more space here, edge the right foot to the right side, and you could always lower the back knee down if you're needing some support. Again, settle in for the next few breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. 2 more breaths here. With your final inhale, start to press the hands into the mat. And as you exhale, step the right foot back to plank. If it's too tricky to step back, you could always heel toe or slide the foot back. Pause and hold for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, lower with control. Knees could always be down here. Then inhale to find your back bend of choice. It could be cobra, it could be upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing. Pause and hold for a breath in. With your exhale, you can step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Then slowly stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale. when you're here. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms apart, and focus the gaze on the left middle finger for the next 3 breaths. Then bring the hands behind you, clasp them together, interlacing the fingers. Draw the hands down toward the base of the spine. Puff up your chest as you inhale. Exhale and fold forward on the inside of the left leg. Bow the head down. Hands can stay close to the back, or you could start lifting them up, opening the shoulders. Pause and hold here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath to go. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale, slowly stand up. Release the hands, bring them down to the inside of the left leg. Turning the back foot to face forward, coming into lizard. If you need more space, edge the left foot to the left side. The back knee could stay lifted, or you could lower it down for support. Now focus on your breath for the next few moments here. With your next inhale, start to press the hands into the mat. And as you exhale, step or slide the left foot back to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to find your back bend of choice. But this time, when we exhale, we'll push back to child's pose. So you can either keep the knees together or the legs fairly parallel, or you could open the knees wide if you prefer. Just resting the forehead on the mat now, inviting your body to rest. And start to slow down your breath, just letting the energy in the body settle. Walk the hands in towards your knees to lift yourself up. And you could stay in a kneeling position or find any other seated position that feels most comfortable for you. Just resting the hands in your lap, close your eyes. And we'll finish with a few moments just to come back to the breath. And if you like, as you soak in the effects of the practice, you could set an intention for the rest of your day. We'll finish by taking a deep breath in and a cleansing sigh out. Then open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I hope that you enjoy this practice. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
All right, another practice down, and as I thought, I feel fantastic. I just love yoga. Thank you so much for being here with me, either doing the practice with me or keeping me company. If you didn't do it, I hope you're at least inspired to do something good for yourself this morning. Trust me when I tell you, your body, your mind, your spirit will thank you. With that said, you guys have a fantastic day. I'm gonna go get my day started. Take care.